Mental rehearsal for novice and intermediate master scullers. The brief practice we're about to engage in is not new. Athletes have used mental rehearsal to refine technique for as long as there have been athletes. Jack Kelly Sr. learned to scull in Philadelphia before being sent to France for World War I. To help him sleep during bombardments, he rehearsed his stroke and reviewed every race he'd raced on the Schuylkill. 2020 marks the 100th anniversary of Jack Kelly Sr.'s Olympic gold in both the single and the double scull. That feat has never been repeated. Please sit comfortably. Close your eyes if you choose to. If not, gaze with a soft focus at a nearby object or watch the accompanying video. Allow your breath to settle into its own easy rhythm. For the next several minutes, we'll engage in a mental rehearsal of the sculling stroke. The same parts of the brain light up during mental rehearsal of an athletic skill, such as foul shooting or rowing, as in actually practicing the skill, although less brightly. First, use the mind's eye to come to the boathouse. Look towards Brunswick County and notice the conditions of the river. As a sculler, you're the captain, responsible for every aspect of your voyage. There is no coxswain. Today the surface is glass. The temperature is in the low 60s, ideal for skill development. Take a few moments to mentally reconstruct safely getting your boat and blades from the rack to the river. After getting your boat and blades to the water, you may choose to develop a specific intention for the day's practice. What do you want to work on? Hulk arms? Riding the riggers to the entry? Firm fortress at the release? Poise? When the mind wanders, which it may do frequently during this mental rehearsal or while on the water, gently guide it back to what you intend to focus on. Place your sculls in the oarlock, making sure the gates are pointed to the stern. Tighten the oarlock's finger tight. Before you get in the boat, check your foot stretchers and equipment. You are the captain. Hold on to both handles and enter the boat as skillfully as possible. Lean away and push off. Notice the sounds and smells of the river. Allow all of your senses to be involved. Allow the breath to settle even further as you get your bearings and become the boat. Be the boat may sound like a mystical phrase, but it is grounded in physics and interoception, or body awareness. The more we are aware of internal sensations and stay connected to the boat through the gentle pressure on the pins, the more stable the boat will be. The less we argue with the boat, the better the boat will move through the water, and the more fun we will have. Check your course frequently. Navigate the boat to the leeward of the island. Use the large crane at the Wilmington port as a guide to point your bow to Sunrise Cove. Scan for driftwood and other boats. Shift your attention to today's internal mental rehearsal. Allow external sensations to melt away. Focus on the internal sensations of the stroke itself. Now sit firmly at the release. In your mind's eye, visualize Hulk arms, elbows always in front of your body, triceps pushing out through the pins. Make sure not to grip the handles too tightly. Feel your hands moving smoothly away, left hand slightly over and ahead of the right. The firm fortress of your back and legs stays connected with the boat, and the elbows keep pressure on the pins. Find an easy rhythm. Longer on the recovery, quick and smooth to the body through the short dry phase of the hands away or pick drill. Hands away is where we start to train the brain and body to find smooth hands away, or Goldilocks hands. Not too fast and not too slow. Mentally rehearse for 10 to 15 strokes. Explore trouble spots in your own body mechanics and imagine gentle corrections. In 2 strokes, add your back, hinge from the hips, hands away smoothly, keeping the feeling of the firm fortress. There's a slight engagement in your lower core and your legs are long and down. Allow your hips to rock from 11 o'clock to about 1 o'clock. Soften the shoulders, keep the neck aligned on the spine. Lower third of the back is aligned, the upper third of the back forms a slight C curve. Observe your body. Where are your personal trouble spots? Wherever it is that you find trouble, gently devise corrections. Take 10 or 15 strokes to allow yourself to settle into these corrections. In 2 strokes, add half slide with square blades. Stay light on the feet as the boat slides beneath you. In your mind's eye, you might see yourself kneeling on a skateboard, pulling yourself through a doorway with your elbows. Ride the riggers to a clean entry and keep weight off your feet. Keep your lower core engaged, pressure on the pins through elbows and triceps. When we lose pressure on the pins, it's as if we have loosened the riggers. Remember, be the boat. Allow the blades to find the water. Hear the slight splash of a solid entry and feel the glutes ready to engage. Once the blades lock in, push the heels down. The shoulders stay soft, elbows firm and level. Feel the load picked up by the quads, glutes, lower back, and lats as you open the back. Finally, as you begin to squeeze the arms, imagine a clean release. Hook arms with elbows always in front of the body. If your elbows had eyes, they would always be looking out at your blades, never down at the surface of the water. Tap down with square blades. Repeat the sequence 10 to 15 times at half slide with square blades. In 2 strokes, move to full slide. At the release, tap down and feather the blades with the fingers. Find the Goldilocks zone with your hands again. Find the rhythm of the breath in the continuous stroke with an exhale at the release. Release, recovery, entry, drive, release. Let the boat do the work. Start the drive with poise. Push the heels down. Drive evenly and balanced through the belly button to the release. Exhale. Gently tap down and feather the blades. Continue this cycle for 10 to 15 more strokes. As we draw to the end of the exercise, we may reflect on the words of George Pocock. Rowing a race is an art, not a frantic scramble. It must be rowed with head power as well as hand power. Your thoughts must be directed to you and your own boat. Always positive, never negative. When you complete your mental rehearsal, you may choose to repeat the ritual of landing, disinfecting, and stowing the equipment, or you may choose to end the exercise here. 5 to 10 minutes of mental rehearsal a few times a week will prime the mind and body, gently refine our form where possible, and allow us to find more joy on the water. Thank you for listening. Hope to see you on the water soon, Gators.